Hello and welcome back to another episode of my in-depth playthrough of Demon's Souls. Last playthrough, or last episode, we went through, I think, World 4? Or was it World... Yeah, I went through World 4 and I did World 1's White Event, as well as World 4's White Event. So now the only thing left is World 3 and World 5. So I'm going to go through, I guess, World 5 next. I kind of want the shield that the final boss in that area gives. So first let's make sure I got a lot of souls to pop, so let's pop them. I'm not going to use any of the boss weapons associated with them anyway, because I already got rid of the red hot demon soul. So now it's just a matter of popping all my souls. It's way faster in the menu. Okay. Now let's level up real quick.
Thou seekest soul power, dost thou not? The soul of the mind, key to life's
That's enough health.
ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted, so the world...
Wait, am I not?
Art thou done?
Weird. Doesn't show my... Oh, that's why. It's in the wrong hand. If you don't... Yeah, if you put the weapon in the wrong hand, when you try to look at your increase for damage and stuff on the screen, it just straight up doesn't say you have a weapon equipped. So there we go.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou done?
Okay. There's now time to go through the rest of World 5, I guess. Do I need anything else? Let's see what he has to say. I haven't really spoken to him yet, but he should have a bit of lore.
Do you intend to challenge the king? You may be a great demon hunter, but I fear you may not be ready. The king is defended by the black souls of mighty knights and a fire-breathing dragon. They defeated even myself. That's how I ended up in the dungeon. Beware the limits of your own power. Beware the...
Okay, that's all he has to say. Okay. There's Patches. Patches got anything new to sell? I'm not sure when he
I've not
starts
seen
selling.
you of late.
I have some precious new stuff. You'll find something really useful, surely.
I love useful things. Let's see what you have. Ooh, sell shards of Archstone. I'll buy 2 of those. And then... Don't need our arrows.
Good stuff, eh? You won't...
Alright, let's go. World 5. Archdemon of the Demon Leechmonger. The Valley of Defilement leads to a huge swamp into which all that is unclean flows, becoming a nest for putrid vermin and plague. So this area is different, I guess. I'm not sure I'm going to get everything, but I'm going to get everything that's necessary. Or everything that I want from it anyway. Because there are a lot of items in here that are pretty good, but a lot of them I don't really need. So it's interesting how from the Leechmonger's room, all this nastiness just sort of flows out and then falls down here. Like, yeah, I can't tell if it's actually like a waterfall or something, but I guess it is. Alright, and then we gotta go this way, because if we fell there, we would die. So there's a guy here, so let's just get ready for him. And if you're fast enough, I just two-hand it and then immediately do a counterattack. Alright, so you see here, at the very end, is a shortcut that you can use to get back really quickly. But the only way to do it is to get through the entire level, all the way to the very end. In fact, now that I think about it, oh dang, I didn't realize I didn't drop off my stuff. I'm gonna have to go back real quick. Sorry. I didn't even think about that. Normally I do that before the end of the episode, but didn't think about it for some reason. No matter though. I picked up shards of Archstone, so.
Thank God.
Okay, let's go back. Because the area was loaded recently into memory, it loads a little bit faster the second time you come back. So I will, my method of approach will be to go, after I get down into the muck, I'll go to the left and start collecting items from there. Alright. So, we'll drop right here. I think these should be lotuses. Yep. Which is a good idea to actually equip lotuses. I've got plenty of them, so that's good. So, the muck is a bit weird here. It's the second you step into it, your character can't run. They do like a sprinted jog. But if you hit the muck and then roll, you can get an extra roll. Or you can get a little extra distance before you have to. So let's... There we go. Also, you'll notice I'm doing this. Re-equipping and unequipping my shield. Like, one-handing to two-handing. And that's because if you do that, you get a little bit of extra stamina regen. Stop here to get this soul. There's a lot of stuff that you can equip to prevent poison from overwhelming you, but I don't really care to equip it. It feels kind of like a cop-out, really. Like, I understand the game. I like the game for giving me the option of not having to take damage in this. Because if you wear enough of the blessed equipment and like the Adjudicator shield, you're practically gaining health back over the poison. So we get this Dark Moon Grass. There's another item over here. I'm pretty sure this is the War Scythe. Yeah, War Scythe. And then this, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Sucker Stone, but of course. You gotta be a real sucker to get that stuff. So we gotta be very careful running through this muck. There is a red phantom that is carrying a very large weapon through the area. So hopefully she doesn't see me. So this is a broken sword. You would use this to get a blue blood sword if you wanted the blue blood sword. And more grass. And then this is where, let's see. We start running into the wall over here. Oh, there she is. Can she see me? No, she didn't see me. Okay. So apparently her distance, her sight is limited. Okay, that's even better. It's one of the few cool NPCs in the game. This one actually is a patrolling NPC. All the other NPCs stand still. Also, we just got the cat ring. Cat ring is really, really, really useful. I can't stress enough how useful it is. What is this? I think this is Black Turpentine? Yep. So if you don't want to buy Black Turpentine from the filthy woman, you can just get it right there. This should be Sucker Stone chunk. Yep. There's a pure Sucker Stone, I think, back here along the wall a bit. First, let me pop one of these. Because if I don't pop one, the curing effect of grass goes down substantially. Like, it maybe cures maybe half of what it normally does. Okay, I think that's... Oh, there it is. I ran right past it. This is a pure Sucker Stone. You don't really need to get this one. Or, I mean, if you're trying to get a pure weapon, that's the easiest one to get. Or a pure stone for... what is it? I think like a slashing weapon? Something like that. I think that was the name of the upgrade path. So get this soul here. I think this is some grass. No, it's a lotus. That's even better. Let's pop one. That way we don't get poisoned the entire time. Alright. I was hoping I wouldn't attract his attention, but I did. Keep going this way. Okay, he lost interest. Huh. There are several other items I could get, but they're just not really that interesting to me. Okay. So, you could go this way and get hit in the face by a couple of dudes, or you can just run through the muck. Because if you run through the muck, you can get a couple of items. There's like an item up there, but I think it's just a soul. So there's another Thief's Ring, in case you didn't get the one in World 1. We keep running this way. We'll find a corpse over here that has a bit of dark moongrass on it. Also, the texture in the muck is really weird. There it is, dark moongrass. This stuff's really useful for poison because it automatically cures status ailments as well as full heal. But I don't think it's worth using personally because of all the poison. You're just going to get poisoned again immediately afterward. Unless you're wearing like a bunch of items that increase your poison resistance. Since I'm here, I will show how to get a very unique weapon. It's not really unique in the sense that it's a weapon that appears in all FromSoft games. Not really all FromSoft games, but it appears in a lot of them. It's the weapon is like you know how Patches appears in all of Hidetaka Miyazaki's games. Well, this weapon appears in any game that a fellow named Naotoshi Zen is involved with. I didn't mean to attract him so soon. Whoops. Dang, man. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to get him stuck. Well, let's use this buff. Fire works wonders in this area. The thing about Black Turpentine is that Black Turpentine does more damage, but it also lasts a less amount of time. So you gotta be very fast with it. So let's heal again. Don't want to attract the purple boy behind him. That guy instant poisons. Oh, shit. Sorry. Language. There we go. Just gotta... There we go. Now we can deal with him separately. Easy enough. Some spikes. Nice. Okay. So, we could go right and go that way and get to the boss. But we're gonna go left instead. Because there's an item over here that I wanted to get. I don't really need it, but I really like getting it because it's such a cool weapon. And what I said about it appearing in any game that a specific guy shows up, I'm not entirely sure. It's just my own speculation about the weapon. But it's a cool weapon. So let's kill these guys because they always show up. And I don't want them... They have such a big hitbox that they have a potential to kill, knock me off. So I don't want them to do that. Gotta be very careful, because these guys here, you have to kill them to get by. They block all the level, or they block the paths. In fact, while I'm at it, I should probably put on the cat ring, just so I can save myself a little extra trouble. Can I do this? Yeah, I can. So let's put on the cat ring. Just in case. I'm at a height that would automatically kill me anyway, but I'm about to not be at that height. Okay. And then just kill this guy. So, this is really nasty looking. But if you want to get the item that these guys are attached to, you just stand right here where there's a wall, and you can just do this, and you don't even have to worry about falling off. It makes it a heck of a lot easier than my old way of doing it. There we go. So let's get this while we're here. Of course, I pick up that, and then a legendary hero soul. And then we can just, I think, yeah, we can just drop right here. Get this while we're at it. And then just a couple of drops here. This is a slide, I think. Yep. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Alright. So this part is very dangerous. Because of just, look at all of them. Look at how many of these guys there are. So let's do this. Alright, and then get the weapon. Large Sword of Moonlight. Alright. Jeez, there's so many of these guys. Oh, think that. I'm not sure why I'm killing them all. Probably because I can get rid of all the lag that they introduce. Alright, get out of there. We can examine the weapon real quick. Legendary sword that reflects moonlight, widely known in its association with Moonlight Knight Beta. It's one of the few revelations from God. The blue crystal blade is composed only of light, so it's impossible to block with a shield. So it's one of the two, I think there's like 2 or 3 weapons in the game that actually avoid shields. The other one being blind, but I don't have access to that weapon in this current playthrough. The only way to do that is to get the pure black world tendency and fight a phantom so that she'll drop it. But up to this point, I'm not going to do that. Alright. Oh, I didn't see those items over there. I'm going to get those too real quick. They're probably not really worth it. I think these may have been the mosquitoes that I just killed. Yeah, they're mosquito droppings. Yeah, chunk of marrow stone and shards of marrow stone. So yeah, you can get mosquito droppings in this game. Where are you guys spawning from? Could you come lower, please? This is really annoying. There we go. Alright. Onward into the very rickety, nasty looking city that's up ahead. Okay, pop one of those, and then heal. I don't need cat ring anymore, so I guess we'll put something else on. Not really sure what else to use. Maybe this one? Lower magic power, but raises defense. Let's just use poison resist. I don't really need anything else at the moment. Alright, so walk a little bit forward, and of course the filthy woman is here again. Of course, if you walk over here, you'll notice that there's another person that looks very similar to her on the ground. I just thought it was a little interesting that they recycled the character model. So she's not exactly a unique NPC.
Hey, I know you. Won't you buy something? My poor child is sick. He needs your help.
She's, of course, referring to a child that isn't in the game.
This place? It's a proper mound of rubbish. All the rot of the world, living or not, ends up here. I thank the stars that I still have my boy. Ever since that demon witch came here, everything has turned foul. This was a much better place before she came. I was the apple of every man's eye. You're here to rid us of her, aren't you? Well, don't show her any mercy. I thank this.
No, she still sells the same stuff, but now she sells dark moongrass. I think it's only one. No, I can only buy one, but whatever. And then same equipment as before. Rotting arrows, chainmail, and now Mirrodin set. That's the set that the paladins start with, or what are they called? Paladin? I don't know. Let's get this soul over here. Oh, it's not soul. That's even better. I thought it was a soul. Now there's a lot of stuff that I can get in this area. So let's... Hey, what? I didn't even see you. Sheesh. Let's pop this, because I'm going to need the extra damage to get through here in one piece. Poison ring really helps. Yep. Didn't even see that guy. This area is so precarious, so I gotta be very wary. These guys seem to be more prone to do their push in this area for some reason. Widow's Lotus? Nice. Yeah, see, he was ready to push. That too? I don't like it when they just push you at a standstill. I see those guys over there, so let's come back this way, I guess. Heal. I think my buff's about to wear out. Yeah, we're off. Oh, Shaman. Forgot about him. Let's pop that. Let's use another one of these. I think this will probably do enough damage to deal with him too. I think that guy got stuck. So where's the Shaman? I saw him spam me. What's annoying too is that I'm wearing the ring and he blows through the ring without any issue. I think there's a couple of items in this area that I gotta look out for. Wow. Let's pop this again. Oh, hey, I don't have enough. Whoops. Let's be quickie about this. Now, at the moment, I'm not even using the shield, so I might as well just... Dang it, man. Really don't like how they do that so prevalent. Or they do that so... They're so quick to do that push. I think I got everybody in this area. Yeah, okay. Wait, where'd that platform go? I saw a platform with a bunch of dudes on it. And it had items. Buff's almost out again. I like how the buff sort of gets this sign to let you know that the buff is about to wear out. Oh, I love that. I just love when the game looks at the enemy that you're not looking at. Okay. Well, I got the Shaman by accident. So that works. I don't have to look for him now. He would have been up that way. Yeah, he would have been standing in front of the door over here. So let's go over here and get this item. Should just be a soul. Yep. And then there's another item up here. I think these are just... Oh, it's another soul. I thought this was Lotus. And then if you want, you can come over here and get this item. It's a Shotel. But getting the item, for some reason, makes some enemies come down to fight you. Just this item. I don't know why none of the items have this... None of the other items have this kind of, like, trap set to them. Oh, what do you guys drop? Ooh, pretty good grass, too. Nice! Didn't expect those guys to drop such good grass. Alright, let's go back over here. We're gonna go get the shortcut. I don't really need it. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but you never know. I think there's a couple of dudes that are down here. There's a set of armor that's down here. Yeah, there it is. That's a shaman set. My character can't wear it because she's a female. But it's a pretty nice set. Kill that guy because he can get in the way. There's another enemy that's over here, I think. Get this. Get them because they're always in the way. Oh, come on. I don't need that. These guys are like prone to push you off ledges. It's always what it feels like when I get near them. That down there is a rejuvenator's ring. I already have one. I don't need to get another one. And this is a crystal lizard that always drops chunks of Faintstone. He always runs. He's gonna die from poison, maybe. Can he die from poison? No, it doesn't look like he can. Thought he would. Interesting. Alright, get this. And then kick this open. Oh, what is that item? I'm not entirely sure what that item is. I'm not going to get it, though. As much as it piques my curiosity, it's not really worth getting for me. Which is kind of disingenuous, right? Because I'm doing a deep or an in-depth playthrough, as I put in my title, but it's not exactly the most in-depth. Because there's a lot of stuff that I could be talking about, but that's mostly speculatory stuff that I can't really do anything with. Because the problem I have with this game is that I can't talk about it very subjectively, because most of the stuff is treated as if I'm the player, and the developer just doesn't talk about the game as much as you would want them to. Because there's a lot about this game that the developer just didn't talk about. Alright, so we are now at the boss. Is there anybody coming after me? I keep going the wrong way to pop these, so let's just go this way. There we go. So pop one of these, and let's go in. So this is Dirty Colossus. If we drop right here real quick, we can get a health item. So, fire is very important in this fight, because this guy does this. He likes to throw out flies that just sap your health, so you have to run into that real quick. And then just... Dang. The flies don't even help him. They just damage me. So let's heal. And the second I heal, he immediately does it again. That's really annoying. Come on! I hate this guy sometimes with this stuff. I actually stacked him. What? How in the world? He's firing flies at you. I didn't realize he fires flies at you in such a way that... Yeah, that's really annoying. He needs to stop that. So yeah, he fires flies at you even if you're not... what's the word I'm looking for? Even if you're not, even if he's not actively firing them. He seems to just fire them even when he doesn't use an animation. Alright, corroded demon, the eroded demon soul. Get this item here. I'm pretty sure this is Widow's Lotus. There's nothing else down here? No. Alright, let's go kill the final boss of this area. Or hopefully not die to him.
Go forth, Garl Vinland. May you be unharmed.
Okay.
Leave us, Slayer of Demons. This is a sanctuary for the lost and wretched. There is nothing for you to pillage or plunder. Please, leave quietly.
And an atypical boss fight. A boss that asks you to leave rather than fight her. Well, I'm not gonna fight her, I'm gonna fight her buddy here. So let's first buff. I don't think this is gonna do much against him because he's got a lot of magic resist.
You will not turn back, will you?
Ah,
I shall let no
I meant to
harm
parry
come
that.
this Strider.
No matter.
Let him rot in the deepest depths of his swamp. How dare you persist in intruding upon our haven?
Oh, it did do a lot of damage.
You abandoned us long ago. What right do you have? We live humble lives. Leave us be.
Now, of course, if you attack him, you get a different you get one dialogue. But if you attack her directly, she gives you a different dialogue. The best way to do this, for me personally, is to just fight him. And he's dead. So killing him...
I have failed you.
So killing him automatically makes her unhostile. Whoops. So let's wear this ring and get the rest of his armor. There we go. I can't wear his armor, but I'm getting it. So now we will go to her. Huh? Are these guys? I guess not. Alright, so you walk through this muck. It's much different from the other muck. So let's pop that. And then talk to her.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
Gladly. Alright. Into this level. And because I didn't die at all on this level, I can now do the Pure White World event. So I will do that before the episode ends. So let's just get out of here. There are a few items in this area that I can describe, but I'm not going to go get them. You're mostly going to find pure mercury stone, pure marrow stone, and pure sucker stone in this area. But the problem is that a lot of the items are very difficult to get to, mainly because of the mucky muck that's on the ground. Plus, none of them are really that useful to me, so I'm just going to pop these souls. You'll also notice that the music has now changed, because I've killed 3 archdemons. The music now changes to this weird, eerie organ music that plays. So let's keep popping, and then I'm gonna go back to the world real quick and do the White World event. Hopefully, I don't get destroyed. What do I want?
To life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Okay. So we will go to the Dirty Colossus Archstone. Because from here it's the fastest to get back to where we need to go. Okay, so we come back in here. And you will now see Garlic has returned. And this time he is a red phantom. He is one of the unique red phantoms in the game that appears only in White World Tendency. I think it's just supposed to say something about his character. That because he intrinsically was connected to a Maiden Astraea, and because of his connection to Maiden Astraea, he became a demon as a result. So, gotta be very careful fighting him, because he does a really large amount of damage. So I'm gonna be very careful when I fight him, hopefully. Because I can imagine he'll probably one-shot me with his attack. So I'm trying to be just parrying him. Because if he gets too far, he will probably go back to the swamp and heal. I think I can finish him off now. Oh, dang, he didn't finish me off. Good enough. Good thing now I know that he... There we go. Now, because I killed him, he will drop 2 items. His weapon and a crest of Vinland. And I'm going to need that crest. Specifically for an NPC that now appears in White World Tendency. His sister, Selen. So let's see. Is it faster to go back the way that I came? Or is it faster to... I think it's faster just to go back to the first bonfire. Not entirely sure, really. We'll just... I could just cut to her, but I think it would be more beneficial just to show how to get to her. And I'm trying to think about the fastest way to do it, because this way, I think what I can do is just run out into the muck. Yeah, that's what I'll do. The fastest way to get to her is to just run out through the muck. Just run past all the enemies. Well, maybe not him. I'll kill him because he can poison me at a distance. So we'll just go down into the muck and then just run away from there. I think I should be able to do that. If not, then... yeah, looks like I can do that. I can climb up here. And then just keep going. Yeah, there we go. Filthy lady should have been on my left. So let's just pop one of these real quick. I don't want these guys coming at me immediately, so let's just switch to some soul remains. So they should go for them instead, and then I can just run right past. Or not. No worries. I don't think these guys should follow too far. If not, I'll just throw this. Leave them here. So we gotta run a little bit further back to get to where we need to go. Because the NPC, she appears in a very far back area. But this should be the fastest way to get to her. Because the other way is just as long, just as far away. And also the potential to get hit just as this one is. So let's see. She should be... she's usually on an island by herself. Just off by herself. I'm trying to remember where that island is, though. Should be, like, really close to where I came in. In this area, I mean. There she is. So this is Selen, Garl Vinland's sister.
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you not? I am Selen of the West. I seek my brother, Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Astraea on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father. This crest, that is a Vinland heirloom meant for my younger brother. So, my brother and Astraea have both strayed from the path of God. The poor souls. Perhaps their hearts were too pure. Mbasa. Oh, traveling warrior. I hesitate to ask, but can you part with that crest? Garl has strayed from the path of righteousness, but I wish to have the heirloom in honor of our Vinland blood. I shall reward you in kind.
Yeah, let's give it to her.
Thank you, kind warrior. As Garl's sister, I express my deepest thanks for your honoring of his name. Please accept this. It was intended for my brother, but now it should belong to you. May the angels gaze favorably upon you. Umbasa.
And the Ring of Devout Prayer. What is that ring again? I think this is the ring that increases miracle damage as well as casting time. Increases memory capacity. Okay. So that's just her ring. Oh, and then I also got poisoned from just standing a little bit away from her. So this should be the end of the level. So let's get out of here. I got one more shard of Archstone I can use. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Okay. Don't need these anymore. Let's first see what we got off of Garl. Bramd, a dreadfully enormous coarse iron hammer, one of Vinland's treasures. Its distortion is the mark of an old giant killer, and it increases the wielder's resistance to plague and poison. Even so, it is difficult to use even with both hands, even if the wielder has normal human strength. And then his shield. The dark silver shield of the Vinland legacy. Known as the oldest of metals, the dark silver is said to purify dark malice. It protects the users from all types of spells. So that's the shield I'm going to switch to. It's much better than the shield that I was currently using, but at the cost of a little bit of mobility. But I can probably just level up to get a little bit more. So let's... should have enough.
Of the mind, key to life's out.
No, still not enough. Maybe if I unequip something? Oh, right, I need to drop off his armor too. His armor is pretty cool, but I'm not going to be able to wear it, because again, it is a male-only set. Dark silver helmet from Vinland. The impressive parietal design represents the sacred tree of both houses. Looks sort of like a squid helmet, really. There we go. And then... get rid of this. Broken swords, this stuff. Get rid of that shield.
We are...
Oh, did I put the wrong ring on? I did. There we go. Alright. So that, I think, takes care of everything. Get this soul. Alright, and with that, I think this will be the end of the episode. And in the next episode, I will go through World 3. And hopefully I can get the White World event in that world as well. So until then, take care and thank you for watching.